Today, I'm going to give you guys the real secret to perfect TV settings. That's right. I'm going to be telling you guys how to get the absolute most flawless settings out of your television. No gimmicks, no clickbait. I'm going to tell you how to do it. Now, that's going to kind of encompass you opening your mind and abandoning what you think you already know about televisions. If you can do that, rock with me and I'll help you out and you'll win every time. Now, with that being said, smack like on this video because we're going to be getting to the point right now. Essentially, abandon standards. Abandon your concept of standards. If it's one thing I've learned from studying videography and cinematography and even being able to delve into the world of a colorist, do not stick to a look. And what I mean is, looks are very stylized. Now, what is a look? It's an artistic style and approach, like what the film was shot at, right? Or what kind of composition you want when you're framing a photo, that kind of thing. The look that you're going for is different. And the look that you have in your eye for a TV is different from the next person. Do not base your look or your preference off of a standardized approach to calibration. That is inaccurate. That will always yield varying results with wildly inaccurate, I guess, levels of emotional happiness, because I've done these professional calibrations to this industry standard many times. And 9 times out of 10, most people say, I don't like it. It's washed out. What'd you do to my picture? I need you to fix it. I paid you all this money. Yeah, you can't leave it like that, man. Those are the literal responses I get from people that come hire me, say, hey, I want a reference accurate image, not realizing what that means. They don't know that they just want a good looking picture, but I have to show them that that's what they want. They just want a good looking picture. They don't want reference accurate. They want good. They want to be wowed. They want to turn their TV on and have all the relatives go, holy shit, what kind of TV is this? What's the name on that? Where's the model? How much? That's what they want. That's what Quantum TV gives you. Now, I have settings up if you guys want to join for TVs that I've already done, and you guys can snag my settings. Now, this isn't a selling video, but that's what I can give you guys. But what I can do is help you get there by telling you, essentially start off with content you watch. Now, this could be games, movies, TV shows, sports. But ideally, you want something that you can pause the frame. The first step in getting the perfect picture settings is making sure you dial in color correctly. And the easiest way to do this is to find a face. Usually, as racist as this probably is going to sound, you usually want to start with a white person because you can see color bleeding, like a really white person, fair skin, so you can see color bleeding in things like the ears, the lips, the nose. And you want to dial your saturation all the way down to 0. Then from 0, it's essentially like color grading. You want to flatten out your image, start with basically nothing. And then you're going to start adding in color until the color meets your look, your stylized preference. And then once it does that, stop. Don't go a tick above that. That's where it needs to stay because you like that look. And then you're going to go into contrast. Contrast adjusts the difference between bright and dark areas of the image. So you're going to adjust that up until those highlights look really good. So you want to use something with good highlights, typically lamps or light bulbs in a background of something, or my favorite, clouds in the sky. Get a picture of clouds in the sky in your favorite movie and try to see if you can make them blow out. And then when they blow out, you want to start slowly lowering the notch until they come back more and more into the frame until you get that tightness that you're looking for around the geometry of the cloud. And then once you've done that, you want to start focusing on the black levels, because while the color can look good, you can have problems with the black levels. So to do this, I mess with gamma. Gamma basically is going to control the midtones of an image. I mean, there's a technical, obviously, science behind this, but I'm giving you the easy version. It's essentially going to adjust the depth of the midtones, and you can turn that down. And honestly speaking, it does a really good job of darkening objects, but also giving you depth around those objects. Gamma is the go-to when you want better depth and deeper black levels. So then you can balance out the shadow detail, because you may notice as you lower gamma, the image just got darker. Oh my God, what do I do? Well, it's very simple. From there, you just open up your brightness or ease back on the gamma. These are techniques that you can use. Now, you can mix and match all of these techniques by adjusting even backlight. And let's say you want to dial it down until it's comfortable to your eyes. It's not too bright, too dark, but then you notice the picture's a little dim. You maybe raise contrast. On some TVs, it can raise the brightness. There's a lot that goes into it, but essentially those are the building blocks that you want to start with. Then, of course, there's motion. You have to decide for yourself if you like motion processing or if you don't. Go through each motion preset and see what works for you, what is good for you, what resonates with your eyes. Because I'm telling you right now, going with the industry approach that I've seen on digital trends, rtings.com, who calls themselves Ratings, even though they won't put the A, and the list goes on, HDTV Test. All of these guys will tell you 50 color, turn this off, turn that off, don't use these settings, don't do that to your TV. But who are they really to start telling you what you can and can't do to your TV, what you should and shouldn't turn off? Because it's incredibly personalized to a person-to-person basis. And don't let you wear glasses, by the way. The way you see your TV might be entirely different from the way somebody else sees their TV, especially if you've got polarized lenses on your glasses. You're going to be seeing an entirely different image. It changes the science entirely because polarizing glasses cut out sunlight and filter through certain rays of light, right? And so you have to consider that you're not seeing the degradation that some other people might be seeing. And then also there's the fact that glasses in general, the kind of lens distortion allows for some rays of light to pass through differently, right? And colors, specifically colors, can be transmitted differently the way you're receiving it in your brain, the way you see it. So there are so many factors to consider, but ultimately, in a nutshell, not to make this video overly complicated, the real secret to getting perfect picture settings is dial it in to your liking using multiple examples of content you actually watch. Don't just stop at one thing. Start with a movie, then go to a game, then go to a TV show, and then get an average look that works for all three of those mediums, if at all possible. Now, it's important to note you can't do this universally, meaning you can't have SDR settings that apply to HDR because HDR basically brightens up the gamma and basically opens up the, let me speak in English. What am I saying? Gamma. We don't need to talk in tech terms. Essentially, they wash out the picture to increase your dynamic range. That's essentially what they're doing. And you have to balance all that out and fix it, right? So you can't use SDR settings in HDR, but essentially the more you work at it, the easier it becomes to identify what you're looking for in the image, what needs to be corrected. You'll immediately notice, oh, those clouds are blown out. I need to lower the exposure of those clouds, or in this case, the contrast. Oh, I don't like the black levels. It's too dark in the shadows. I need to open up the black level. Oh, the TV's too bright. I need to lower the backlight. Oh, it's too over sharpened. I need to lower the sharpness. Or it's under sharpened. I need to raise the sharpness to see better. These are things that you can do based on your ideal TV setup. And once you do it, you'll win. So I really hope by giving this out, it's helping some of you guys out. Now, I'm sure the purists and the snobs out there, oh, this is amateur hour. They don't know what they're talking about. But again, we're not here for them, right? They can have their opinion and they can run their snob hobs. But what we're going to do is what we've done best. And that's focus on you, the viewer, help you out, and give you more tools to not have to hire anybody to come back out to your house. And like I was saying earlier in the video, I'm an expert at doing this. I know how to not only calibrate the TV, but then take it off the rails using this method that I just gave out. And I'm telling you, the results are out there. If you want them, join, become a member. I got you covered. But all that being said, if you need help or there's something in this that maybe is a little confusing, please ask. I'll do what I can to help you out because I want you to experience a good picture on your TV. I cannot tell you what exact dials to put in because that depends on you, your stylized look, and what you're going for. And without seeing your TV and your setup, your ambient light and all that stuff, I won't be able to do anything for you really. But that being said, I'll do what I can. I hope this helps you guys out. I want to thank you guys so much for watching the #1 brand in honesty. And until the next video, see you guys later.